Good afternoon. Here's your timeless and fluid tarot reading for the collective. I pulled a few cards today. I pulled an overall energy card and 6 additional cards in our spread. My question for spirit was what are we going through here as we are kind of in this in-between space? I feel like there's a lot of squeezing energy, a lot of birthing, a lot of, in between those transformations and getting out and starting these new projects and these new beginnings and having these new perspectives. And right now we're just kind of like sloughing off all the old and being, as we're letting go of all of that, we're becoming a little bit lighter and we're being pushed through that birth canal. We're being squeezed up through it, and pretty soon, before we know it, we'll see that little light at the end. We'll see that, we'll just get lighter and lighter, and we'll just push our way through. So we're almost there, my friends, but I just felt like maybe there was a little bit of confusion, a little lack of clarity as we're, in this a little bit of a painful process that we're going through. So, of course, we pulled the death card as our overall energy. That makes sense because we are transforming. So, those things, like I said, that's that dead skin sloughing off, like the old weights, the old habits, the old personalities, the old identities, the old ways of looking at everything are being transformed right now, and this beautiful stone structure is going to be left with nothing but just that beautiful shawl. So, we'll be grabbing that shawl and putting it on and being transformed and settling in. I feel like there's some people that are a little bit further ahead up that birth canal, and perhaps they've already begun to exit. Perhaps they're just starting to peek out, and I feel like, they're trying on that new identity. They're trying on that new perspective and that beautiful new beginning. They're just tasting it. They're just trying it. They're just seeing how it looks and beginning to embrace it, beginning to embrace that you that is, uplifted and lightened and free. That you that perhaps you've repressed or perhaps were held back, and you're in this state of just freedom and fresh slate energy, and it's refreshing. And again, like I said, it's a little scary because it's almost like you're emerging with just this newness, this new skin, there's no boundaries here. So while that can be very exciting, while you're just floating free and jumping in, and, that's a beautiful energy, it can be a little bit frightening, and hence the fear of that death card. It's not actual death, but it feels like this little death of what we thought we were and who we thought we were. And those things that we held so closely to us, they're gone now, because all we have left is this beautiful shawl of our inner knowing and our heart and our true purpose here, And we're mourning it. We're mourning those past ideas of ourselves, those past expectations, those past beliefs, because we have to kind of embrace them and bid them farewell. We have to bid them farewell because they worked for a while. They got us to where we are, and now we learn these lessons from all of these deaths and this transformation. We've learned those lessons. So, now we're here at this 3 of Wands, and we have these options available for us now. We're looking out towards the future. And we're waiting for those ships to come in. We're letting those emotions flow through us, and we're focusing on those dreams. And those lessons have given us so many different avenues that we can go down now, because, we're looking at things differently, and we're opening up these new opportunities. All of each thing that we let go that was in our heavy backpack weighing us down, each little thing that we let go leaves another little room for something wonderful to emerge. And we have this beautiful Six of Wands. So this is telling me that there's victory on the horizon. Once those ships come in, there will be enough for everyone, and it will be shared, and people will be celebrating, because, they're to me, these beautiful flowers and this yellow cape that he's wearing is like your inner light is shining, and you have let everyone else see it, and they're celebrating it with you, because that old you perhaps was shrouded. That death shawl there, it was shrouded, it covered up what needed to be transformed, what needed to be released, what needed to be free. And you were hiding underneath that. And now that you've released this, and you've seen these opportunities, you're waiting for your ships to come in, you're looking out on that horizon, you can see that there's this victory, and everyone that sees you now is there to support you and celebrate you for who you are and all of your accomplishments. Now that you're shining so brightly, they can see you. You were hidden before. So that's absolutely beautiful. You're riding to your victory, on this beautiful white pure horse. You're courageous, you're brave, you're confident, and you're connected with your natural true state of who you really are, now that you've released all of that past energy that was not true to you. And now we have the Two of Pentacles. So perhaps there's someone that's juggling these. You're still stuck between the old you and the new you. And I think that's where, this is not for everybody, but I think that you're going to try to hold on to that for just a little while longer. And maybe there's a reason why you need to do that. Maybe there's a ripple effect that happens, and these beautiful tendrils here of her hair, they're all kind of connected, and they're all flowing together. And there's this beautiful ripple that happens when you release something and start something else. But for some, maybe they're not ready to face that ripple. They're not ready to see who it's going to affect and how it's going to affect them. And maybe that's what's causing a little bit of that hesitation. But again, she's wearing yellow. So, get confident about who you are now, what you've created, and what you're ready to birth, and what you've released, because you did that for you. And this juggling is only these two different values of what other people are expecting you to juggle. After all this work, you want to just pick that one pentacle, that one value, that one most important part of you, and that is what you want to shine, and that is what you want to focus on, and stop juggling what people think you should be doing, and what they have to say about it. Because you have this beautiful purple behind her, like you've tapped into your spiritual purpose here, and you've tapped into your intuition, and you're riding with that, and you're flowing with that, and there shouldn't be this struggle now, because you know what you need to do. And that is only for you to know. And that is only for you to focus on, and not anyone else to try to, second guess that value or that worth, or try to put you in that box. You need to be free of that. And this Three of Swords here, that's right underneath that Six of Wands. And that's what's holding you back from getting this victory, because you are still focused on that broken part of you, that wounded part of you. And those two swords up front prominently are leaving you at this crossroads, again, with the Two of Pentacles, where it's like you're stuck here. At least in this Three of Wands, he's picked that one wand that he's holding on to, that one passion, that one true desire, that one ship that he really knows is full of the bounty for him. And he knows what opportunities that will bring. But here, it's there's this stuck between the two, and it's that old you and the new you, and the old life and the new life, and that identity that is, perhaps you're afraid that your heart will get broken again because it's out there. It's for everyone to see. But if you want that beautiful victory that comes from celebrating the truest you and following your heart and being brave and courageous, you have to release this pain from the past here, this heartbreak from the past. And, I feel like some of you, this is what led you to go through that transformation, and that is that pivotal moment where you just no longer wanted the heart to feel that way. And you just walked away from everything and perhaps closed off your heart for a while. So that's why you're kind of juggling between these two pentacles here, because you're not sure that you want to open that heart up again. And this is telling you that if you want that victory, if you want that transformation, all of those little deaths inside of you that you went through to be worth it, you have to open up that heart again. You have to take these swords out and focus on what's really important. And to me, this is your wish, your happiness. This is what you need to focus on, this Nine of Cups. You need to stand tall and proud and know that you are number one. And you can have everything that you want to be happy. You can have all those desires. Look at that coin in his pocket. He finally chose that one beautiful value, and that was himself. And he's standing tall and he's standing proud, and he knows that he's worked hard for this, and these are his cups. This is his happiness. This is his bliss. And he's not letting anybody else deter him from getting to that beautiful state of ultimate happiness. And that all of those deaths that he's gone through, each little death allowed him to refill his cup up again with something that was of value, something that was true, something that was purposeful. And we have this Judgment card, and this was the card that was underneath the deck. And this is very important that we receive this card, because we have the death as the overall card and then Judgment underneath. And to me, this says that this is divinely guided. This transformation that you're going through, this tapping into your intuition, look at all of these people, like they are being reborn. They're naked, they're whole, they're rising up out of this confusion, this darkness, this old life, and they're being reborn, and they're being watched over, and they're being protected. And there is a reason for this. There was this beautiful, these flowers are blooming here, and this is, to me, this says that everything you are going through is leading you to this new life, this new ascension, this new, connection with yourself and who you're meant to be, and why you perhaps went through these lessons, why you went through these heartaches, why you are now waiting for these glorious ships to come in. You have all these opportunities and this celebration and victory coming to you, this pure happiness, because of all these little deaths, because you didn't want to stay stuck. You didn't want to stay stagnant. You didn't want to, walk around on autopilot anymore. You wanted something more. You wanted those cups to be filled. You wanted this heart to be healed. You wanted the bagpipes to carry you home into this beautiful, blessed heaven on earth here. This is where you are in touch with your true purpose, your true heart. You are, doing this with all of your, energetic, etheric, kindred spirits out there. Your guides are with you. You're tapping into your inner self. Your higher self is with you. And, this time of mourning is just such a short period compared to the beautiful abundance and prosperity and, all of this beautiful messages that, you have a purpose here, and you are going to be living in this new, beautiful space where, yes, you might not recognize yourself now, but the people that you are meant to be with, they will recognize you. They will see that healing that you've done. They will see that transformation. They will celebrate that with you. And that's where you will have your victory, knowing that you did this all by yourself. And now there's, you've been seen by the divine. You've been seen by, your kindred spirits, your people that are part of your soul tribe now. And you've all come together to do this work. Whatever you feel called to do right now, that is what is asking for you to walk away from those limiting beliefs and those fears and those doubts and the old you that you put inside of a box, and become free. Become free, surrender, allow this rebirth to happen. And, you might have a little more work to do where you kind of stop juggling those things and really just focus on what you truly desire and what you truly want and what that purpose is. Because like I said, we're birthing through that birth canal. We're ready to come out, and it feels a little rough right now, but we are being guided, and there is a purpose behind this. And the only thing that should be judged is you judging what you want to focus on now, because nobody else has any say in this. This is all about your happiness and what you're meant to be doing. And it will be celebrated. It will offer opportunities, and it will, you'll be surrounded by the people that you're supposed to be with and you're supposed to be, ascending with now. So keep raising those frequencies, keep believing, keep, healing those heart wounds, because there's a lot of energy that's supporting you and doing that right now, and keep going through those little deaths, and keep growing. And the more you let go, the freer you'll become. And, you're ready for this beautiful, there's just so much light and bright and sun energy here. And, you're ready to be in your true you. So embrace it. And I hope this helped. Blessed be.